Natural disasters explained: volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes. The Earth we call home is both breathtakingly beautiful and unimaginably powerful. While we often admire its majestic mountains, flowing rivers, and lush forests, it's easy to forget that beneath its surface lies a world of unimaginable force. That same planet that nurtures life also has the power to shake, erupt, and unleash storms that can change landscapes and lives in seconds. Natural disasters, like volcanoes, earthquakes, and hurricanes, are reminders of nature's incredible strength. And though they can be terrifying, they also reveal fascinating truths about the way our planet works. To understand natural disasters, we must first look deep beneath the Earth's surface, where it all begins. The Earth is not a solid, unchanging ball. Instead, it's made up of layers: the crust, the mantle, and the core. The outermost layer, the crust, is broken into pieces called tectonic plates. These plates are constantly moving, though most of the time we don't even feel it. However, when these plates collide, slide past, or pull away from one another, immense energy is released, and that energy can lead to some of the most powerful natural disasters known to man. Let's begin with earthquakes. When two tectonic plates grind against each other, pressure builds up. Eventually, that pressure is released in a sudden burst of energy that travels through the Earth in the form of seismic waves, what we feel as an earthquake. Some earthquakes are so small they go unnoticed, while others are strong enough to level cities in seconds. But the real danger doesn't always come from the shaking itself. It can also come from what follows: buildings collapsing, fires breaking out, or even tsunamis generated by underwater quakes. Despite their destructive power, earthquakes have taught scientists a lot about the inner structure of the Earth and how it breathes, shifts, and changes beneath our feet. Now let's turn to volcanoes. Fiery mountains, where the Earth opens up and unleashes molten rock from deep inside. Volcanoes form at the edges of tectonic plates or over hotspots in the Earth's mantle. When pressure builds up from molten rock, gases and steam trapped underground, it seeks a way out. If the pressure becomes too great, the Earth ruptures and a volcanic eruption occurs. These eruptions can be both awe-inspiring and catastrophic. Lava can flow for miles, ash can darken skies for days, and nearby communities can be buried in moments. But volcanoes also create new land, enrich soil, and even influence global climate. They remind us that destruction and creation often go hand in hand in nature's cycle. And then there are hurricanes, massive, spiraling storms born over warm ocean waters. Unlike earthquakes and volcanoes, hurricanes don't begin underground, but they are no less powerful. Warm ocean air rises and begins to spin due to Earth's rotation, forming a cyclone. As it grows, winds can exceed 150 miles per hour, and the storm can stretch hundreds of miles wide. When hurricanes make landfall, they bring torrential rain, flooding, and fierce winds that can destroy homes, uproot trees, and displace entire communities. Yet even in the eye of a hurricane, the calm center surrounded by chaos, we are reminded of the strange beauty and balance that exists within nature's fury. What makes natural disasters so deeply emotional is not just their force, but their unpredictability. They strike suddenly, often with little warning, leaving behind shattered cities, broken families, and changed lives. But they also show us something profound about human resilience. Every time a community rebuilds after a disaster, we witness the strength, compassion, and unity that emerge from tragedy. People helping strangers, rescuing animals, sharing food, and holding hands amid ruins. That is where hope is born, even in the face of devastation. Understanding natural disasters doesn't make them less dangerous, but it does make us more prepared. Scientists now use satellites, sensors, and simulations to predict when and where disasters might strike. Early warning systems, emergency plans, and education can save lives. And as climate change increases the frequency and severity of these events, awareness and action become more important than ever. Because the Earth is not something we can control, but it is something we must learn to live with, respectfully and wisely. In the end, volcanoes, earthquakes, and hurricanes are not just terrifying events. They are Earth's way of expressing its raw energy. They shape our continents, build our mountains, and even sustain ecosystems. But they also remind us of our place in the grand design of nature. We are not separate from the Earth. We are part of it. And by understanding its power, we can better respect its rhythms and protect the world we call home.